Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heroes of the Humblewood. This is a Patreon campaign. Everyone that you see here on the screen is a Patreon. Shout out to all of our Patreons. Because of them, everything that we do here is possible. If you're interested in more information on what benefits you for being a Patreon, you can use !Patreon in chat. We also have a YouTube. Over on our YouTube, you'll find all the previous episodes for all of our games, including Humblewood and Strixhaven, Saltmarsh, etc. If you want to interact with this game, there's a couple of ways that you can do so. You can hang out in chat to redeem a blessing or an advantage die, which is a reroll to the player of your choice. Or if you'd like to add an element of fate to the narrative, every $10 guarantees draw from the deck of many things to the player of your choice. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Please reintroduce yourself, tell us who you're playing, and tell us where we can find you. And we'll start with B Street.
You guys can find me on Twitch or Twitter. I don't do a lot of Twitch things, but I do occasionally. You can also find me on Stella's Discord. And I am playing Ratchet Bluefeather, a grumpy, pyrophobic ranger who has just found out there is a target for his rage.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll pop on over to Igneal.
Hi everybody, my name is Igneal. You can find me on Blue Sky and Igneal Blaze Heart. Tonight I will be playing Alistair Brent, the bounty hunter evocation wizard who likes to play with fire.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll pop on over to Zombie, because I think V is still eating pizza rolls. Zombie? Hello?
I'm sorry.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The internet went out for a second and I don't know why.
Oh, that's totally fine. Can you hear us okay?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
we can hear you good now.
Awesome. Well, tell us all about who you are and where we can
we're
find
still live.
you.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we're live.
Yay! I came back just in time for my intro. Hooray. Hello! I am Jacob. I'm Zombie. I am Z. As your names like to call me. I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. Probably do too many clips. That's up to your own discretion. Today, I play Leon Breeze, professional wrestler extraordinaire. It's been a while since I've been able to do this voice. See if I can keep it up. Yeah. We're gonna do all kinds of headlocks and helping people and trying to destroy bandits possibly. Find out all the cool stuff we're gonna do today. If you feel so inclined, go ahead and follow me on Blue Sky at ZombieFighter89. If you go there is a pinned post in there which shows all of my work, including the fun stuff that I've been doing for Looking for Mom RPG. They have a haunting game going on. I'm still not used to saying the last part of the name of the show. So I don't want to accidentally screw it up. But I did put a bunch of the work that I've done, I think mostly everything, if not everything, is up there now of different shorts that I've done. So if you just go to their page or you go onto that thing, you'll see Looking for Mom RPG. You'll see all the different shorts that I've done. And if you like any of the short works that I've done, or any of the other videos I've done compilations before, like with Stella and V when they did their Resident Evil 2 play, which was always a fun time. Go ahead and get a hold of contact me, put my email in there, and if you want any work, I'm available.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll pop on over to VertigoCross.
Hey, I'm Vertigo V. I'm a variety game streamer over on Twitch. I'm always sleepy. For this show, I'm playing as Jack Hart, a Vulpin bard who's a little bit of a tricksy little gal. And last time I gave the villain we just caught something secret and had a little talk with them.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right, so picking up from last time, we essentially escorted Frey Meriden, the bandit captain, back to Alderheart, the capital of the Humblewood, and it is there that they were given judgment by the council. You were all recruited to essentially pick up where the council could not, and you were all given information about a bandit stronghold. It is there that the bandit leader must reside, and it is from there that the threat of the bandit forces have come. Considering you all as the potential heroes of the Humblewood, it is up to you. However, we'll essentially have a montage of a few days. You'll have some time to prepare before you head out into the mountains, and it will not be an easy journey. You know that you're going to have to go through thick forested wilderness, and you'll have to climb the Crest Mountains in order to make your way to the bandit stronghold. I will go ahead and bring everyone to the map here. You should be able to see where we are currently at in Alderheart. You will have to head over here. Boop. Boop. To the bandit fortress. Knowing that you're going to have to travel through the wilderness, you will need to prepare accordingly. Over the next few days that pass by, I imagine that the group of you will be moving on into your different directions to go about your preparations individually. What do the last 3 days look like for each of you? And we'll start with Ratchet. We're going to assume that you have spoken to the council, that you've cashed in that bounty that Frey had on their head. And the city is yours. Remember that the city is in a state of repair, that there are a number of shops that are shut down, but available to you is Eliza's Emporium and most of the upper reaches of the city.
So I think Ratchet is not too concerned about the forest. Both Ratchet and particularly Jack have proven pretty adept at moving through the forest area. But one thing in particular that he makes a point to go and purchase is a climber's kit. He's also going to make sure that his short swords, though they're not his preferred weapon, are well sharpened. It's a little easier to use if you get in tight, which tight forests can put you in that situation. But I think most of the time, he still has connections within the guard here at Alderheart, and he's probably finding ways that he can assist them with getting things back in order, especially things that he might be able to do that will let him have a little time of his own and not so much public. He's had to speak now a few times in front of the council, and that is not a comfortable situation for him. So he's looking for a chance to be a little away from that focus.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me survival or performance here.
Definitely survival. I don't perform. That was a 10.
Okay. With a 10, Your efforts in trying to help the guards, I think it's less of a failure of your part, but more of there is great disarray in their own organization. And you definitely don't come from a background where you can take over and put yourself into a position of authority over them. This is not your skill set, and even with your help, it's quite evident that perhaps they've lost some captains of their own in the recent bandit raid. And so, disorganized, they try their best, but their efforts are everywhere, and they're not as effective as they would like, or you would like. So the last 3 days are mostly dissatisfying. You know that you've helped however you could, but given better circumstances, it might have been more. There are a handful of thankful citizens that try to press a loaf of bread or some personal trinket into your hand as a token of gratitude. But most of it is trivial and sentimental.
I think Ratchet, as not so much of a people person, is more of a people watcher. When someone tries to hand him bread or whatever, or fruit or whatever it is that they have, I think he has spotted folks in the area who could use the things that they're offering, and instead he I think, that mother could use it for her children or whatever, to sort of redirect it to someone who can actually get use out of what's being offered.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a flat d20.
Okay. An 18.
Okay, wow. All right. There are 18 different families that you have helped in this way. So I will say that these last 3 days have been extremely exhausting for you because there are just so many people that need that help. But you can go to bed at night knowing that you've helped 18 families. And you've made your own difference in your own way. Okay. Over the last 3 days, what has Alistair been doing?
A few things. First, he will also do some preparations for the upcoming journey. He will purchase a climbing kit as well, especially since he's not the strongest. And will need to climb mountains. He needs every little bit of help. He'll also buy a set of cold weather clothes. Expensive 10 gold, but he's not sure that just his feathers are going to be insulation enough for when we get there. So he's not going to risk it.
Okay. Yeah, you can absolutely add those to your inventory. Aside from shopping, what else do you think has taken up your time?
Transcribing for sure, as he has purchased a certain scroll of the first level kind. And besides that, he's taken some time and went and has gone to the Gallus community. Because once upon a time, taking him in when he lost everything, and he will donate a bag of 100 gold from everything he's earned in the last few days.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a flat d20 as well. That's a 1. Okay. I imagine that the reception of your 100 gold, it's going to change so many lives. That is no contest whatsoever. Especially in the wake of the bandit attack. You know that this money is going to go into a very good place, and it's going to change and help people's lives. I imagine, though, that most of it is going to go into infrastructure. So while it is a hefty sum, the damages were just too great. And this is going to be like the most basic of covering funds. Essentially, it's going to go into just rebuilding homes, and it will, of course, improve the livelihood of those that it's affected, but it's not going to be something that is immediate, and it's not going to be something that is pressing or available to them right away. So over the last 3 days, as you're spending time with the Gallus communities, the change is very slow. And you know that it's going to take some time for them to be able to finish all of this construction.
And then the last thing I do is, while I'll spend some time at the Eliza's shop to like talk to her and catch up. I will also be painting. Using
Painting?
the ashes of my enemies.
Oh my god, wonderful. Do you tell, does Eliza know this?
I don't know if Alistair probably stay behind to deal with the bodies, and we most likely burn the bodies of the bandits after we collected evidence in whatever method. And then after we finish burning the bodies, he has collected the ash to use in his painting.
Okay, so I imagine Eliza doesn't know the details. She helped
Better
set
for
up
her.
she helped set up a space in her shop. You know that especially in the wake of her sister having lost her sister and the shop being closed, that there's quite a bit of space in there. And I imagine over the last 3 days, she actually offers you a place to stay. She lets you stay in the back with her, and your nights are full of long conversation as she goes over and tells you all about the people that you've been traveling with. She tells you about how she met them in the woods and how they saved her, and of the adventure it has been to make it to Alderheart. She tells you about what it was like at the Reach and how they saved researchers over in the Reach as well. She spares no detail. It's a long and colorful and exciting retelling of the last couple of weeks with her and the others. What does Alistair think, and how does he respond to this clear fangirling coming from Eliza?
He's happy for her. He listens to every detail, like in a very, very, very attentive way, and he responds to her with a smile, occasionally lifting an eyebrow to when she's been in more dangerous situations, as he sees her as like a little sister. So he's not the biggest fan of those situations. He would rather her not be in those moments. But he's happy for her that she made friends, and his view of the party has significantly increased.
She goes on to highlight a specific moment about Jack, the Vulpin that has you've seen her dancing, you've seen her participate in various combats. She tells you about how Jack took extra care to help her sell everything that she had in stock when she was at the Reach. Go ahead and roll me an insight check. Okay, 9. All right.
9.
She's really excited. I'll just leave it at that. Is there anything else that you want to do over the last 3 days?
No, that will be it.
Okay. Leon, what have you been doing for the last 3 days?
Well, I think catching up on some sleep for sure, especially the night we came back. I think once Leon is more rested and kind of knows what's going on situation-wise, he's gonna do something similar to what a lot of other people did. Make sure he gets some kind of maybe cold weather clothes as well, weather-resistant clothes. Grab some climbing gear, because while he's strong, I don't think Leon's ever climbed too many mountains before. So he's like, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna try and see if I can get up these mountains good enough. I think the two big things he does as well while he's gathering all those stuff, getting all those stuff, is one, he's gonna try and help out as much as he can, but he also is doing something he's been wanting to do since he's basically stepped foot here, and that is send out a letter to his friend. So he is gonna want to go and get that sent out by whatever whatever because I don't remember if I had knew exactly where to send one. I don't remember questioning when we got here. I don't remember if Leon knew exactly. So Leon's gonna ask around to see where it would be the best place to send a letter. Did you go mute on me or did I?
Sorry, I muted.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I've had internet problems. I'm like, did it again?
I'm so sorry. Roll me
No,
a
you're fine.
flat d20, please. 1d20.
Oh, okay. No. Boop and boop.
Okay,
Three.
a 3. So you do find a post office, essentially, quite easily. However, you find that it is extremely backed up. You see that it has suffered a great amount of damage, that there's evidence that there was a fire that was broken out inside of it, and the front of this shop is just completely burned away. You see that parcels are a great big mess behind the doors, and that there are a number of employees and volunteers trying to sort the mail as best as they can. So it seems like this is probably a bad time to try to get mail sent out. So seeing that, do you want to still try to send it?
No. I think Leon will kind of like, I think he'll keep it on his person. Like, whether it be a backpack or whatever, he's going to keep it on him. But seeing that, and not knowing how many other, like, strong people are around, or if it's like, there's only a few, he's going to lend his muscles to try and, like, move stuff around, help maybe rebuild, just like, oh, okay, the infrastructure's kind of destroyed. Can I hold this up for you to nail it in? Like, just things like that. He's gonna try and help out the best he can with physically demanding work, because he knows that that's at least something he feels like he can do pretty decent.
Okay, go ahead and roll me athletics.
Okie dokie. Oh, wrong side of my character sheet.
21. Awesome. You prove to be a significant help here. You help move shelves, you help organize parcels, and you leave quite an impression on the people here at the post office. It takes a couple of days to get through all of the mail and to pull all the debris out and get all of the new timber in. And by the end of the 3 days, you get the sense that the post office is going to be almost back to normal. So well done. Very, very well done. By the end of it, we'll say that there is a Gerbine by the name of Sugar Drop.
Aw.
That says, and you know that Sugar Drop is the head postmaster.
Okay.
She says, look, Leon, I really appreciate all of your help. And I know that you came here hoping to get something delivered. If you like, I can get someone to hand deliver it. We can prioritize it as a way of thank you. We can't really pay you for everything that you've done for us.
Well, payment isn't what I did this for. I did this to help. I didn't realize that this place was as bad off as some of the other places, or maybe even worse. If it's not too much trouble, we can consider sending the mail as a thank you.
Yeah.
But if it's gonna be too much, or it's gonna be too much of a hassle, it's not urgent. So it's if you feel like you can, fine. But if not, it's totally okay.
Oh, consider it a token of my gratitude. I would deliver it personally myself, but and you see that Sugar Drop looks over her shoulder at the other Gerbine that are working at the post office, and they are like, they're small mouse people that are like bouncing back and forth, and it is chaotic. They have a system, that's clear, but it's still, it makes you dizzy if you focus too deeply onto it. And she says,
It's like if if you're used to the system, it looks fine to you. Someone who's foreign to the system goes like, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
nope.
Well, I think they'll benefit more if I stay here. Maybe I'll have Daisy take it for me instead, if that's all right with you.
I trust your hands with this letter. Whoever you give it to, I trust it'll get to where it needs to go. And if it will help any, I'll add like maybe like if there's like a piece of paper I can grab, I'll write a note of like kind of where in Pendle Bay, kind of where in more near the directions in case the person isn't familiar with getting from here to Pendle Bay, because they're probably getting volunteers from everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't want to. Leanne doesn't want to just assume that they know where they're going, or if they're a frequent male person going around and just or male creature going around and just doing different things.
Yeah,
So.
Absolutely. They take it with both hands and they spring forward, and Sugar Drop hugs your legs and says, "Thank you so much for all of your help."
You're you're welcome anytime. It's the least I can do for the council kind of believing in us, and we just want to try and help make sure that this place is still here with everything that's going on.
Well, with the help of people like you, it'll only get better. All right. Well, see you around. Don't be a stranger, okay?
Won't be. And I think Liam will turn, and there will be like a kind of like where no one else can see it behind him. There's like a kind of a smile, and like a little half smile to his face, going like, "I think I am starting to actually make a difference." And it's more in his head, so it's more his alter ego speaking this in his head more than Leon. He'll walk off, and he'll just, like I said, if there's any other help around, he'll try and help the best he can, but he's going to try and get all the gear and basically be ready when everyone else is going to be ready to, climb the mountains.
Okay. I imagine that this has taken up most of the 3 days, so you'll like get your preparations, and then you'll head to Eliza's where everyone has agreed to meet up.
Sweet.
Jack, what has the last 3 days looked like for you?
Jack has been setting up to do a performance in the lower levels.
Ooh. Okay. I'll take everyone to the map of Alderheart so you have an idea of what that looks like again. Okay. So the city of Alderheart spans over various levels. In the lower levels, there's the Underfall, which are known as the slums and the shabby tunnels where there's great poverty and black market sort of vibes. There's the Bright Hollows sitting right above it at number 6. There's the Trunk Market, which has been completely overtaken with refugees. It used to be a market, but it is no longer. It is now a place for people to set up camp, and there's quite a few programs that are in place to help with the welfare, and you know that this place has been significantly impacted by the bandit raid. And then you have 4, 3, 2, and 1 are considered kind of like the more upper branches of the tree. Did you have an idea of where you wanted to focus on?
Be the Trunk Market where most of the refugees are right now.
Okay. Yeah, so in the wake of the bandit attack, and now over the next few days, you see that there's a significant amount of volunteers that have come through. The Trunk Market is busy. There's so much work to be done. There was already so little here to begin with, and with the bandit raid, you can see that these ramshackle homes that are temporary dwellings are being put back up, and people are sharing food and sharing what little resources they already have. So with your performance that you want to set up, what do you imagine this to look like?
Do you mean the performance itself or like the setup?
The setup for now.
So I imagine that there is still like a lot of destruction and debris everywhere, even though people have been working to clean it up. So I think there would be, whether it was an old house or maybe a shop somewhere down here that's completely like demolished, but absolutely fallen apart, that Jack would be clearing up to essentially use as a stage for the last day.
Mm-hmm. We'll say that there's an abandoned storefront, and there's quite a bit of damage that's been done to it over the last couple of days. And as you come up and you begin to start working on it, there is a servant that comes up, a deer person, and you can see that he has graying fur. He doesn't have any horns. He has these long ears that kind of droop to the sides, and he has hairy ears. He has tufts that come sticking out of the sides of his ears. So he's a bit of an older servant. And he says to you, "What is it exactly that you're doing here, young miss?"
Setting the stage for some hope.
Hope. There's been so little of that around here. And he comes closer, and you can see that he is resting on a cane. It appears to be made out of a twisted bit of a branch, almost similar to something that you've seen Leif hold. Hope. What sort of hope?
Sort of hope, you say? Maybe that I like to think personally, even when we hit our darkest times such as these, there's a little bit of light we can look forward to.
There's a glint in his eye, and he rests both hands onto his cane. Tell me more about this. Let me see if I can help somehow. And so, give me a persuasion check here.
Persuasion. How
Wow.
about a 22?
Okay.
I'm barding.
You doing the bard thing. Okay. This servant elder, his name is Grandis, and he is enamored by your proposal. As you go about telling him what exactly it is that you want to do, he will try his best to help you. You'll learn that Grandis is a community leader. He's someone that is well trusted among the refugees, and he gets a number of some of the younger individuals involved as well. So you aren't alone in building this stage. What does the stage look like after 3 days of work?
So it's mostly like a flat wooden stage cleared out, but it does have a bit of supports and overhead for like very, very simple rigging.
Mhm.
Things like if they wanted to hang up a cloth or just very basic amenities, you know?
Mhm.
But mostly it looks nice and professional.
You can see that as various groups of people are walking past this hollowed out store, that they're sort of craning their necks and their heads, eyeballing the construction over the days. And by the time that you're finished, you stand back, you brush off your hands, shake free of any dust, and you stand next to Grandis, who watches the stage with you. Well, it's a mighty handsome stage, but it is missing something.
Well, you seem to know better than I do. Why don't you tell me what it's missing?
I'll do you one better. How about I show you? And he takes a step forward, and he takes his cane, he lifts it up, and poof, He clicks it against the stage, and you can hear the sound of wood creaking as the edges of your perfectly cleared stage begin to twist and curl, almost as if moving on command, as if braiding before your eyes. And the edges of the stage begin to burst into a kaleidoscope of colors as flowers begin to bloom, and a crown of it essentially tips the edges of your stage. How does Jack react to this?
I think for the first time, they are speechless for a bit, where they give a sly, shiny grin to the elder servant. You've been holding out on me.
Well, there's only a little bit of magic left in these bones, and I think this is an appropriate place to put it. You will, of course, dance, right?
It's what I was put on this planet to do.
Well, let me make sure that you have an audience befitting this grand stage. Do you tell the others about this show that you're gonna put on?
I think Jack would have hinted at it, that they've got something that's going to be happening in the trunk market in a few days.
Okay. Let's get insight checks from everyone. If Jack was coy about it, that's a natural 20 into a 19 for Leon, a 12 from Ratchet,
I'm fucking did
Leon
my
is
best roll on
always
minus
ready
one.
for a show.
23
brother.
from Alistair. Okay, even though Jack, in all of her cryptic and poetic vagueness, hinted at a show, you all three of you are aware, yes, Jack is basically inviting you to a show, but not doing it outright. When it comes here, I don't
Can't
think
act like I want you there.
Leading us.
It's Cinder right there.
Oh man, I don't have the right music for this. Okay, we're just gonna have to go with this. As Jack is preparing for this, do we see you in the crowd? Ratchet.
I think Ratchet's initial instinct is like, oh god. Not because it's Jack, but because that means people and crowds, and that's not Ratchet's thing. But I suspect that over the few days while Ratchet is just helping out around the city and Jack has been setting up this stage, he's either wandered past it a few times or been working nearby and has seen these preparations. And I think ultimately curiosity gets the better of him. And sort of in the same way of Jack can't actually come out and just say, I'm doing a show, why don't you come? I don't feel like Ratchet is willing to give Jack the satisfaction of letting her know that he watched. So he's tucked into the crowd, and he's small, so he's kind of hiding between some people's legs and stuff, just peeking
Rolling
out,
in the
okay,
crowd.
I'll see what's going on.
Yeah, okay, so Ratchet is hidden in the crowd, but is there. What about Alistair?
I show up disguised as Leon.
Oh,
Wow. That is a
Ratchet
natural
got
one
a
for
nat
stealth.
one.
That's
Stealth.
so funny.
Yeah, no, I did not do a good
Ratchet
job.
has the perfect spot figured out, but right when the show starts, the sun breaks through the canopy and highlights Ratchet's specific spot.
Okay, Alistair, I need a deception roll from you. Disguise self. Okay, do it at advantage. I'll actually take if you want to do performance instead, you can do that.
Pretending to be Leon is a
9.
performance.
Okay. Well, you look like Leon. Leon, are you in the crowd?
Sure I am.
What do you imagine you are? What do you imagine this is like for you?
So I think one of his goals was to kind of scope out Humblewood for different arenas or different like public areas. You know, like where do people gather? What kind of shows are there? Is there a spot where like wrestling could happen, or is it more of a just like magic show kind of crowd? You know, those kind of looks. So when he gets invited to this show, he just kind of takes that as an opportunity of, okay, I did help out with everything, but like this is one extra chance I get to look. So basically he kind of wants to scope out and see what this place kind of looks like. And if there's anybody around, you know, he'll kind of like you know, be cordial if they come up and say hi to him or whatever, but he's kind of just looking around and kind of seeing how things are.
Roll
And then he looks
perception.
over.
Yeah, roll
Okay.
perception.
Oh, you knew where I was going. Okay.
Yep.
You see a
Okay.
perfect
Yeah, you
wrestling
see-
partner.
Yep.
You see someone who looks just like you. It's like looking into a mirror.
My God. I think Leon will look over and walk over to this person who's got it, and it's like, "Hey, that's a fancy outfit you got there. Where did you get it?"
Oh my god! Aaliyah Breeze, I'm your biggest fan!
Can I roll to see if I know who this is, please?
With a 16, you see right through it. Oh wait,
Okay,
no,
okay, alright.
sorry. You have to. Sorry, you have to do an investigation check. You have to beat
I
a
figured.
14. My bad.
Nope.
9. You can.
Oh,
Man,
I think
Oh,
with the.
we are such a comedy of errors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
alright, please get all the bad rolls out over there, away from the stage.
Yeah, you can't figure it out quite. Like, is it magic? Is it is this a really good costume? You can't quite put your finger
Your
on
long lost brother.
Long lost bro.
it. I will
It's my
say though,
brother.
because of the low performance, that you don't think like, oh my god, it's me. It's definitely not you. Okay, so we're not gonna like
Mhm.
gaslight your character into thinking.
No. I literally
I'm
he's
you
sitting
from
there
the future!
from the future. Did I win? No. No. I think Leon.
Did I win?
I think Leon for sure wasn't like confused. Like, is he looking in some kind of like tricky mirror or nothing?
Mhm.
But like, he's definitely like, he's kind of like tilts his head and looks at him and goes, "That's I don't remember having any of my outfits out. Where did you get this?"
Oh, I had it custom made.
Oh,
Only the best for the best wrestler in town.
I'm me. I'm the best. I haven't,
Yeah,
Wrestled-
the coolest.
but I haven't wrestled here once.
Well, none of them bear themselves like you do.
Ratchet, roll me a perception check.
Maybe this is why Ratchet gets seen.
A 12.
12.
Okay, so you can hear Leon. I don't think you recognize this voice that Alistair is using. It's up to you if you want to interact. You don't have to.
That's a lot for Ratchet.
Ratchet chooses to not interact. Okay,
That sounds like Ratchet.
so Jack, you see all three of them.
So there should be one more person, someone who was told a bit more directly that there was a show going on,
Okay.
and it's Eliza.
Okay, by a bit more directly, hold on. Where's Eliza's sheet? Where are you?
Yay.
Okay. Insight from Eliza. Wow, natural
Wow.
20. Okay. As soon as like you started talking about it to Eliza, she's like, "Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm going to be there. Like I have to be there. I have to be there, right? You're gonna let me be there, please, please. Do you need help? I can make a costume for you. Would you like that?
Have the wardrobe all settled.
Oh, can I make you a bracelet or something?
How about you just cheer me on in the crowd?
Wait, I've heard about this secret technique. She'll like turn away from you, and then when she turns to you, she'll put on the Puss in Boots. Oh. Puss in Boots.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Go on, Stella. Give us all a look of what the Puss in Boots looks like.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I am very intrigued.
Big ol' eyeballs right at you. She's gonna try to roll. Obviously, that you don't have. You can do whatever you want. She rolled natural one.
Oh.
She starts crying by accident. She goes a little too far. She makes her eyes too big. She starts crying. She's like, please, please. I made you a friendship bracelet. I just want you to wear the bracelet.
I gently pat her head and tell her she can give it to me after the show.
Okay. She seems a lot better after the head pat. So we fast forward now to the show, and she's there. She has clutched in both of her hands a bracelet as she's just staring at the stage. She's very much giving fan at a K-pop demon huntrix.
I was wondering how long it would take you to make her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so you see 4 people that are familiar to you.
Only 5 people show up.
No, you see that there is a great number of the people that have been working around the city, not just the Trunk District. Here, we'll see how big the crowd is. 91 people.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Does this change where Ratchet is at all now that knowing that the crowd is that big?
Well, Ratchet rolled a natural 1, so no.
So I feel like
completely like
for a crowd.
swarmed in the crowd.
I feel like as big as the crowd is, so like when dancers do spins, in order to avoid getting dizzy, they'll pick a spot and they'll like watch it as long as they can and then whip their head around and kind of like stare at the one spot. And I think Ratchet just like accidentally picks the spot that Jack already had planned for that. And so it's not so much that it's in a bad job hiding, because there's a lot of people, but more of like it was exactly the wrong place.
I love that. So, take it away, Jack.
Jack is in the little like backstage section currently getting ready. And I'm going to finally use an ability that I spent half of my class building toward.
Ooh.
I am going to use the Mask of Many Faces and take 6 necrotic damage.
Jeez.
So, there isn't really anyone back here to see this, but there is just a bright green, almost like acidic, glowing eye mark that lights up on her fur and like burns for a moment. Before she starts making her way out onto the stage. This lets me use Disguise Self at will for 10 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
And a really fun thing about Disguise Self at will is as long as you maintain the same humanoid appearance, you can look like whatever you want.
That is really cool. I'm trying to
Start
find
off.
you a song.
Here, let me speed that up for you by turning on my music button. I use Unearthly Chorus.
Unearthly
Goodness.
chorus. Oh my god, what
So
does that do?
For 10 minutes in a 30-foot radius around me, music starts spreading out and can be heard from up to 100 feet away. Moves with me, centered on me. Until the spell ends, I make charisma performance checks with advantage and other stuff I won't be using. So without any instruments or people, you just start hearing this building music. It's as if someone took the sounds of nature and started turning it into like percussive instruments.
Nice.
But if you want to give me the closest thing you have.
Why don't you just start describing stuff and then I'll see if I can find a track on the spot.
Do you have anything with big drums?
Combat music.
It's a
I'm going to be
combat.
treating this somewhat like a combat encounter. Close enough. All right. So as Jack steps out onto the stage with my first disguise self on, they look slightly shorter because you can adjust your size just a little bit. So they're about a foot shorter, and instead of the outfit and the fur, there are vines and leaves and budding flowers as if they were a plant about to bloom as they step out onto the stage.
Go ahead and make me a performance check at advantage.
24.
24. You hear the crowd explode in applause. You see about 36 of them are just like losing their shit. They're like jumping up and down, just like, woo! How do Alistair, Leon, and Ratchet react to this?
I think Leon is just kind of getting maybe settled in, sitting next to his fan, and he's just kind of taking it in, and he's like kind of like getting a scope of what the area looks like, the lights look like, and then he starts to see what's kind of going on in the start of the performance, and he's kind of like, okay, I'm gonna lock in because I wanna watch this and see what actually is going on, what's happening.
Similarly, Alistair kind of crosses his arms and pays very, very close and detailed attention, and just gives nods occasionally. Like, yeah, that's cool.
Ratchet.
You dress as a plant.
You
You look very silly, but you're very good at dancing.
This is a magical transformation.
Yeah, well, you did it when we weren't looking, so I didn't know that. I just know you're dressed as a plant. But I think this was quite a crowd that you were able to attract, and they all about, I don't know, about a third of them, it looks like, lose their minds, and Ratchet is out. Ratchet's like, nope, too much. Good luck with your show.
Oh. Does Ratchet leave?
Ratchet's gone. His
Okay.
introvert
Sorry, you're in
has
difficult
won.
terrain. You're in the middle of the raving crowd.
Let's see. Roll me a dex save, Ratchet.
Oh goodness.
Dex save to escape the crowd.
If you roll a 1, you're stuck here for the whole show.
Hold on, I'm checking to see whether or not being a ranger allows me to not worry about.
Ratchet's like, I'm gonna
difficult
use
terrain.
Zephyr Strike, and I'm gonna.
No, I'll just do my
I
dex
start
save.
shooting.
A nat 20 on my
Natural
dex save.
20.
Wow.
All right, so Ratchet.
To contrast my nat 1 earlier.
The
yeah.
antisocial powers activate.
Nothing can keep you from the safety of being in bed. What does this look like as Ratchet makes his escape?
I think that it's just him like weaving between people his way out, and just the fastest course out of this whole like space. And he's in fact, did he spot that Eliza is here?
Yeah, Eliza's so obvious. She's like,
Okay.
she's crowd surfing right now.
Okay, I think he's gonna head to her shop because he's like, she's here. It's gonna be quiet. That's where we said we're gonna meet up tomorrow. Like, I'm good.
Okay, bye, Ratchet.
Hi, Ratchet. This dance had all the answers to every question he ever had about her.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, next section of your
Never
dance.
know. So, it starts off highly energetic and sweeping motions, crossing almost the entire stage each move, as I keep using disguise self to make the plants start to like grow and bloom. Before I use minor illusion. And another fun thing about our setting is we're all small animals, so a 5-foot cube is a lot of things in this one. So, with minor illusion, there's these two overbearing, shadowy silhouettes that appear over Jack, fox-like in nature, that just loom over her. And with another switch of Sky's self, the plants start to brown and decay and fall off until there's just like hard packed stone.
Go ahead and roll me performance at advantage here.
23.
Okay. You see that a majority of the crowd here are like gasping and just completely enthralled with what's happening. Please continue.
Excuse me while I give myself some blessings. 1. Ooh.
My goodness.
And 3.
Oh my god.
Just cheating the system.
Look, I've been sitting on 100,000 points. This is my chance.
I mean, I've got a lot of them too.
Excellent.
So at this point in the dance, the movement is no longer expressive or explosive. It is constrained and almost mechanical in nature, as if each movement takes a lot of effort. And slowly, chains of earth and stone start to appear, connecting between the wrists and the legs as the movement becomes tighter and tighter and slower and slower. Until eventually, the shadows disappear and another illusion pops up. This one radiant and huge, a blinding light that hurts to look at, as there is, excuse me, prestidigitation, there is a crack of like thunder behind them. And with that sound, the chains.
Okay. You see, as the thunder breaks, it is just so realistic and so intense that about 24 people begin to run away.
Now the disguise self continues. Instead of this cracked stone, it seems to grow transparent and smooth as Jack's form changes into an almost like glass figurine. Practically see-through as you're looking at what is essentially a glass fox dancing around and sliding like it's ice.
Ooh, go ahead and roll performance at advantage. 26. Okay. About 65% of the crowd are raving. Some of them are trying to throw flowers up at you. How do Leon and Alistair react to this? First the lightning and now this glass box dancing across the stage.
I mean, this is his element. Like, in the full art that Leon has, he has like lightning on his tights. So like, this is his thing. So like, he is just kind of enjoying this whole thing. He's equating everything this is to do with wrestling. So in his mind, like there's like this like the show. So like in wrestling, for those who don't know, a lot of wrestlers and sometimes the intro to the show will have pyrotechnics, kind of like what you see on like 4th of July for those who see fireworks and stuff like that. Sort of like a pyrotechnic show. And so he's kind of looking at this like thunder followed by like the lightning, or was lightning followed by thunder, whatever order it was. I lost it for a second, but he's both of them kind of interacting, and he's like enjoying it, and he's like, oh man, and he's kind of looking up. So there might have been like 1 or 2 people who might have like elbowed him or kneed him in the face from like running away from this, but like he's still kind of enjoying it, kind of seeing what he can do to incorporate it possibly in a show he could do at some point, and then just like kind of like in awe, because this is I think the first time he's ever seen a performance like this from Jack, and she is like doing like a lot of this like performance and all of this stuff, and he's like very enamored by it, very transfixed by it, and just enjoying the hell out of it, I guess, in so many rambling words.
What about Alistair?
Alistair is watching the performance, occasionally nodding. He's paying a very close attention to all the magical signatures and gestures and stuff, and he's appreciating that aspect much more. Weaving in magic, performance, and all the things that Jack is doing with it.
Okay. Jack, what happens next?
With another cast of Minor Illusion, the radiant form turns away, and the light seems to dim as I dance further and further away on the stage. Or eventually, they disappear. And with a couple of interactions, I'm going to cast, starting, Unseen Servant.
Okay.
And I will then Minor Illusion over it, and you see as this essentially almost filling the 5-foot cube, as it seems to barely fit into the constraints of what the spell is, this servant made of almost steel, and the unseen servant inside of the illusion picks up a stick, and I pull out my rapier as we start to pantomime a sword fight with a couple of prestidigitation sparks whenever our blade connects.
That's really cool. I love it. Roll me a performance
And
check.
there's one more big
Advantage.
thing.
Okay. Explain
Every
the thing.
time the blades connect, cracks start to appear in the glass form.
Okay. That's a
natural
natural
20.
20. All right. tell me how this crescendos into the next stage of the performance. And you can describe this any way that you want, even beyond the constraints of magic that you possess. You get to push your magic here.
I think maybe because of the history we've discussed with Jack and how where she was kept, maybe there's a little bit of, divine amusement or intervention that happens in this moment. That makes the spell work a bit more true to her memories as the illusion becomes more lifelike, more real, grows out of the constraints of the box, and what looked before like stage acting now looks like an actual fight as the spider web of cracks along the glass start to turn into electricity and clouds as her glass form turns into a storm.
Can I get an insight check from Leon and Alistair? Okay. Alistair, I think this makes perfect sense because you're paying attention to the magic specifically. You're able to kind of put together the pieces, and you can tell that this story that is being told on the stage, it is deeply personal. And it probably ties into something that's important to Jack or a story that's important to Jack. So you get the sense that there's a lot of meaning behind this performance. What happens next, Jack?
Every time the blades connect, there is a crack of the thunder and sparks of electricity as minor illusion and prestidigitation go off. My form is sloppy and wild and angry, like someone who's never used a weapon before and is just swinging with all they have. But the Sturvin never missteps, every blade connecting with mine, and as the strikes go on and on, the floppiness and the anger start to fade into precision and execution until my sword work turns into a thing of fluid beauty.
You can hear a roar of applause coming from the crowd here. How do you finish off your performance?
With a powerful swing, Jack disarms the illusion, and the storm fades, the illusion fades, and Jack is standing there as she is, as the servant walks away.
Does the music begin to fade here too?
There is one last thing.
Okay.
I will cast Fairy Fire. So as that last swing hits and the illusion is disarmed, there is just like fire, like fireflies and sparkles that surround the crowd. As all the illusions start to fade and Jack turns around to face them and bows.
As Jack bows and you see lights dance down on the crowd, you can see Eliza is just like throwing her arm up like, yeah, that's Jack! I know her! She's my friend! She's my friend! And Eliza just starts losing her shit. And people are applauding around her. What do Leon and Alistair do?
Alistair steps back to the crowd and tries to vanish.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth. What about Leon?
I'm waiting to see what the stealth the roll is first. So I think Leon is still kind of enamored by the whole thing, and sees the crescendo and sort of like the kind of like the big lights that kind of happen towards the end, and then the finale. And I think he probably goes with the crowd. Kind of does a stand up and kind of clap, and he is just excited and happy, and seeing all that kind of happened. Kind of like, I don't know if he quite picked up on all of the messages that were in the presentation, but he enjoyed it and kind of looks at Jack a little bit different now, in sort of there's a story behind this and he doesn't know, and maybe he'll be lucky one day to find out. But either way, that Jack has more than one talent. She is multi-talented and just really loves this performance. And he's seen the performances, like, obviously when we helped Eliza sell all of the things, but like this is like on such more of a grander scale, and he's just kind of enjoying all of it. And then we'll probably also maybe disappear into the crowd afterwards once the performance is done, to not bombard Jack right after the performance, because there's a part of Leon that wants to go up and like congratulate, but then there's also the part of him that goes, well, if he did the finish to his match and it was over and all that, obviously no one can just jump the barricade and come, hug or, shake hands or high five or anything like that without being like right in the front row. And this is different. So he's just kind of sneak out best he can without, I guess, trying to be noticed, I guess, in a way. Trying not to make any attention to himself.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
I'm even good at stealth. I'm better than kind of.
Okay.
Use suplex someone out of the way.
There are a lot of people here. Jack, how do you react to this huge crowd of people applauding you, and also Eliza just like foaming at the mouth, trying to climb onto stage right now?
So now it's time for the capstone, where Jack had worked with the elder servant and the other volunteers who got the stage ready, and she has turned her share of gold that we all split into copper and silver pieces to be distributed out.
Oh,
That's so cool.
to the crowd?
Yes. So now is when the volunteers would start coming out and
Mhm.
handing like small pouches of coins to everyone.
Eliza see this. Eliza starts to also contribute as well. And so you busy yourself with this, and so many people try to shake your hand and tell you what a beautiful performance it was. Some of them are crying, some of them are trying to give you flowers. All of them are extremely grateful for this, and they have been moved. And you can tell that this effort has kindled a spark of hope for the people that saw it. You do, however, not see any of your familiar companions after the show.
Okay, they weren't invited anyway.
Meanwhile, Ratchet, you make it to Eliza's store. She has given each and every one of you your own key at this point. And you find that it is empty. It is quiet. Most of the district around you has gone to sleep. The other shops have closed for the night. So it is as quiet as a mouse.
Ratchet, I think, upon first arriving, just takes a seat and breathes a little. He's not prone to actual claustrophobia, but I think that crowd was beginning to overwhelm a little, and for a moment he just relishes in the space that he has here and the privacy. He lights one of the lanterns here in the shop so that he could see, and pulls out some of his rations to have a nice quiet meal, and he pulls out a journal. When he's had moments in the inns that they've stayed in, and when he's out camping on his own under the stars, he always takes a moment to write about the adventures that he's been on and what he's seen, and he starts his entry the same way that he has started every entry for the last 3 years. Dear Lena, I wish you could have been here in Alderheart today. As much as Jack can drive me up the wall, she's an amazingly graceful dancer. You would have absolutely loved it. And he continues to write through what the past few days have been like here in the city, and how he knows that she would have been a wonderful little helper and worked with him to help resettle this city. He doesn't make it a long entry, especially on this trip. None of the entries have been particularly long. He makes sure that he's finished and given it a little bit of time to dry so that he can have it put away before the rest of the group returns from the performance down in the middle of the city.
Roll me a perception check.
It's a 16.
It's quiet in the shop as you're writing, but you can hear something. It's almost a whispering of wind. And as you look off to the side, as you're finishing up your journal writing, you can see that there is a butterfly. It's a bit on the larger side. We'll say that its entirety basically is the size of your chest. And for all intents and purposes, it's the size and shape of what would be expected of a pet. This is a cute little butterfly that Eliza must have adopted. And you can see that it is currently perched by the windowsill, and its wings are gently fluttering closed and open as it's looking over at you, curiously. The wings are almost like stained glass, a kaleidoscope of reds and oranges and greens and blues, just a rainbow of colors. And as the lantern light filters into the room, it filters through the wings. And you can see that there's just an array of colors all over the floor.
It's just peaceful. And I think Ratchet just watches the butterfly for a while. Not speaking to it, not wanting to spook it or stir it up or anything, but just watching as the colors play off themselves across the floor of the shop.
Now, as you wait for the others, you are a little less lonely, or like at least a little less alone than you originally thought. Eventually, everyone makes their way back. We'll say that it is early the next morning that everyone convenes inside of Eliza's Emporium. Hey everyone! I hope you enjoyed breakfast. I hope I didn't overcook anything. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Come on in.
Good morning.
Morning. Tasted great to me. I enjoyed it.
It was very good.
Thank you. Well, I know you have a very big day ahead of you. And you see she jumps off of the stool that she was on, and she says, I just wanted to give everyone an opportunity to shop around before you head off. I have a couple of items that came in. Let's see. She will move over to a box to the side, and she begins to pull out a few things. So what's really funny is I have a couple of tables that I can roll on for Eliza's items of the day, basically.
Oh, this is fun. You're pulling legendaries again?
She pulls out a piece of paper and she says, interesting. I don't know why they gave this to me, but this appears to be a deed to a house in Brackenmill. Do you want this? Brackenmill. That's a great question. I have no idea where the hell Brackenmill is.
Yes.
Oh, Brackenmill.
Like, I love
Okay.
owning property.
Eliza says, I do know where Brackenmill is, actually. And she takes you to the map that she has on her desk, and she points. And she says, it's right here. And she points. Right there.
Ah.
And she says, I must have a book around here somewhere.
With it being pointed in that area, Sid is close enough to Pendle Bay. Would Leon have kind of recognized that area, or at least the map, or where that would have been?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Okay. No. I don't know. I rolled a 2.
Eliza says, oh, right, Brackenmill. Sorry, I was reading the deed upside down. Of course I know what Brackenmill is. Pretty much every store, tavern, and supplier in Alderheart gets their goods from Brackenmill. It's a very large region of farming, and there's very many agricultural products that move in and out of there. So it's a lot of farmland, actually. They've got a huge trading hub, and apparently there's a deed to a house right here. It says MSRP. I should sell it at 500 gold.
You're rich for my blood.
Yeah, I don't think I got that quite yet.
Liza,
Yes?
what if instead of selling it, you used that as an expansion for your business?
Go on.
Think about it, a second storefront in another town?
But who would run it?
What about, Shadow? You've been training them, haven't you? They might not be ready yet.
She looks around. Huh. Now that you mention it, Shadow's not been back for a day or two. I'm sure she'll show up. Anyway, and then she reaches into another box.
It's a deed.
It's another deed.
This appears to be a quiver.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. Put it away.
Hello?
Ratchet, as you slide up, she kind of like turns around in her hands, and she's kind of like inspecting it, and you're watching. This quiver appears to have 3 compartments that connect to extra dimensional space that allow the quiver to hold
I'm laughing
numerous items.
And I knew exactly the item.
Boy, I wonder what items will go in there.
700 arrows later.
So there's 3 compartments. This entire quiver only weighs a maximum of 2 pounds. The shortest compartment can hold up to 60 arrows, bolts, or similar objects. The mid-sized compartment can hold up to 18 javelins, and the longest can hold 6 long objects such as bows, quarterstaffs, and spears.
I love this item.
She turns it around and says, it says here at MSRP, it's 350 gold.
Would make carrying all these arrows a lot more convenient. Sure.
The
let's go for
sack
it.
of like arrows sticking out at sharp angles.
She looks at you
I
and she
imagined-
says, do you have 300 gold? I'll give you a discount.
I can do that. That is. Yes. Thank you.
Oh my god, my first customer! And then she like runs over to the counter and she starts writing a receipt. And it has a big old like 001 in the big top corner. She rips off the first receipt ever.
So proud.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you for doing business at Eliza's Emporium. Oh, wait! And she snatches the quiver off the counter and then she moves over to the back counter. She starts gift wrapping it. And then she gives it to you with a big old red bow on it.
Ratchet will accept the quiver and its wrapping, and he'll hold up the receipt to like show her own receipt. The very first. One day, when you're famous, this will be worth something of its own.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for believing in me. Oh, you see that she starts like pawing at her ears, and if she could blush, she would be blushing. Instead, her whiskers are wiggling around all excitedly. You can now add an efficient quiver to your inventory. Congratulations.
You are now infected.
That's all I've got for today, unfortunately. I hope that you have a safe journey. I packed an extra breakfast for all of you, just in case. Everyone can add 1 ration to their inventory.
One bird.
Yeah, how long is the journey supposed to be?
It's about to be 5 days to get there. And then it'll be another 5 back.
Ooh.
If you survive!
Taunt.
I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
We can eat whoever doesn't survive.
No.
You creepy little man.
We already know that's going to be Leon with my rules.
Say
I'm
is
not
that 2
agreeing
of
with
you are
this.
birds and 2 of us are a fox and a wolf.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to do before you begin to head off onto the road?
I will write a letter, seal it, stamp it, and give it to Eliza.
What's this?
Eliza, if anybody causes you trouble or if you need help while I'm gone, please you can take this to Bloodbath and Beyond and ask for Sirius.
Okay. I will. Thank you. And she throws her arms around you and hugs you tightly.
I hug her right back.
I love you.
Stay
Be
safe.
safe. Bye.
Love you too.
And you're off into the wilds.
Yay.
All right. As we're beginning to moving northeast, who would like to do the first survival check?
Going through the woods.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Survival. An 11.
And
Because if we go in through the woods, I cut our time in half.
Okay. You begin to make your way through the forest. Why is this so laggy? begin to make your way through the forest. Where are you? I need a perception check from everyone. The weather is
Also
pretty
an
nice.
11.
The weather's pretty nice. You find that traveling is amenable to you, and especially with Jack able to guide you. Jack seems to know the forest really well. Like, maybe even a little too well. But before any of you can really have a moment to talk about it, Alistair, you notice something. What looks like to be a broken down, very old campsite off to the side of the road.
Hold up. I think there's a campsite over there. Let's go check it out.
As you approach, it's quite obvious that bits and pieces have been left behind. Maybe somebody was injured and just couldn't carry everything. You see a weathered tent that has probably been out for over a month, maybe 2 months. There's a bit of moss and weeds that are overgrown and overtaking the half-broken structure of it. You can see the outline of where a campfire used to be, but it is now mostly trodden down. And amidst the debris here, Alistair, you can see that there are a few shiny things poking out between the grass.
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
It's a landmine.
What a twist.
So as Alistair begins digging around, what is everyone else doing?
I think with my 5 perception, I'm kind of just maybe I'm sort of further back. Maybe I'll be all the way back, I guess. Cause I'm not completely used to this area, and I know there's other people around me who are more adventured. So I think I'm just kind of looking around and kind of just following everyone, sort of just like watching where everyone goes, maybe kind of looking around to see if I see anything more within the forest, kind of making sure there's nothing following us. But mostly kind of just switching between seeing if anything's following us and looking where everyone's going to make sure that if everyone turns right, I also turn right, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Ratchet would like to check around the campsite and see if there are any footprints that might indicate, like, how many people stayed here, what, were they Mapok or Vulpin or birdfolk, or if we maybe can get some indication of that.
Mm-hmm.
They leave any arrows?
I mean, if I find some. That is a
wow,
nat 20
natural 20.
24.
Awesome. Okay. And what is Jack doing?
Jack's just kind of lounging around.
Okay, are you lounging around closer to Leon or closer to Alistair and Ratchet?
Whoever is moving the least.
Okay, so probably closer to them. Just wondering.
not
No reason, no
relevant or
reason.
anything.
No reason, just wondering.
By the way, the tree picks you up.
Not yet, that's a different session. Okay, so, Ratchet, with a natural 20, you can see that there are some very, very, very old birdfolk tracks. They have definitely been there, maybe a few weeks ago, something like that. Nothing too fresh in that. But you do see that there are some tracks closer to the tree line as well that appear to be much larger. And with a natural 20, you're able to pick up 4 different tracks, one of which is significantly larger than the others, and they are all wolf tracks, and they are fresh.
when you say significantly larger, because we do have a party,
Mm-hmm.
are we talking like Leon sized, or are we talking like big bad wolf size?
Okay, so if Leon is the size of a person, the larger tracks are the size of a bear. So bear-sized wolf tracks.
Leon could take him.
Yeah.
And even though Leon is a wolf person, he's not a wolf, specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I didn't say it right, but I knew the thing in my head. Yeah, Ratchet is going to whisper this. Thankfully, trees do a decent job of like blocking the spread of sound. So, like, in this clearing, hopefully it doesn't travel too far beyond. But he'll explain four wolves or some kind of other quadruped, and one of them is quite large. They tend to use pack tactics if they hunt. If we spot one, make sure we're not surrounded. Keep your eyes peeled, folks.
Okay, with that, Alistair, you find a couple of very interesting things. You find a small bag containing hand-polished marbles, each one with a different small insect in it. You find a locket made from a polished periwinkle shell. There's a strange sigil carved inside of it. You find a thin length of chain. When you examine it carefully, you can see that the loops are actually made out of wood. And you find a short stick that doesn't seem to bend and seems incredibly indestructible.
That is way too useful.
So as you're gathering all of these things, yes, go ahead.
Can I tell if it's magical?
Yes, the last one is definitely magical.
Well, now we know how we're stopping the elevator next time.
Okay, I need perception checks from everyone who's looking at the tree line. I'll say, Alistair, you will not look up as you're gathering these items. So everybody else. Okay, natural one.
What does a nat 1 get me?
You don't get anything. Tell me, Jack, how's sunbathing right now? How good does it feel? How, like, your eyes are closed and you're just hanging out? What's it like?
Oh, and let me roll a hit die. Oh, it's great.
Nah.
I feel really refreshed.
Yeah, like you can hear the whispering of the leaves as the wind blows through them, and there's just like a soft shade. There's a natural filter over the sunlight that washes over you, and it's a gorgeous day. No one needs to keep their eyes open at all. With a 10 for Ratchet, unfortunately you don't see anything. Leon, you see movement to the south of you. What would you like to do?
I would like to, now that I've seen that, I'm going to go ahead and be like, I think I'll like kind of like wave my hand. I'll look at someone, see if whoever is paying attention, kind of wave my hand and be like, I think there's something over here. I think I saw some movement. And he
That's
will
a shame
go...
that you said that to Jack, who is not paying attention.
That's fair.
Jack's
I
like,
assumed
"Alright."
I assumed out of the people that heard, Jack was not one of them. I will go probably like maybe over to here maybe, and just kind of like not like rush, but like kind of slowly tiptoe over there to kind of see if he can see better through the trees, or over here kind of like get a better sense of maybe how big this thing is or what it is. It's just going about his day. I'm assuming not, but like, you know,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. You look, and you see.
Wait, are you looking respectfully?
Trying.
You see a wolf that's double the size of you,
Oh, fun.
and it snarls, and it looks at you hungrily. I need everyone to please select their tokens and roll for initiative.
Nice. Good.
Can I
Great.
roll at disadvantage?
Yeah, please do.
I've had so many 10s today
Mm-hmm.
with like different modifiers and different rolls.
I
1,
rolled
2,
a 17.
3, 4. Okay. Alistair, you go first. You hear snarling coming from the brush line, and you can see the shadow of a creature in front of your friend. What would you like to do?
I turn to the wolf and I say to the direwolf, I suggest you leave this place, because no prey is here for you, else you will become our prey. As I snap my fingers, I shatter the trees in the area. It explodes in thunder.
Ooh,
Did
okay.
you say that in wolf?
No.
Alright, 10-foot radius sphere. Hold on. I have pretty pictures.
Yay.
Where's the...
Hoping that some of the trees might fall on them or branches and crap too. That
Yeah.
it all like explodes the area.
But now hear me out, everyone. Hear
It
me out.
damages non-magical objects in the area.
What about a giant bear-sized direwolf mount?
The fuck?
I mean, if you can tame it, but
10-foot radius, right? That's 10
Now
foot.
hear me out. Leon does have 3 nat 20. Put it into a
Then,
submission hold.
Where do you want this? Like here?
Like more to the woods. I want to try to damage the trees as well as the wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like right there?
Yeah.
Okay. There's an explosion here. And go ahead and roll damage.
15.
Has to make a constitution saving throw. Never whisper rolls. Okay. Never whisper rolls. 18 and a 4. Okay. Is it half damage on a save?
Or half as much in a save. Yep.
Okay.
So the one that made the save will take 7.
Okay, so 15 damage. You see that the direwolf, this extremely large creature, takes damage and it winces as it takes the full brunt of it. The one that was standing beside of it only takes half damage, which is 7. So, yeah. Okay. Anything else for you?
How big is this rock?
That rock is the tent. We'll use theater of the mind.
Does the tent have like a big pole or something?
It does. The equivalent of a quarterstaff.
Maybe not tall enough for me to jump. Would they sustain my weight?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Thank you for the illustration.
it's an excellent tent fee.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else for you?
I'm gonna 5, 10, 15. Let's move like 8. And now let me turn.
Okay. Leon Breeze, it is now your turn.
Oh, what am I on this one? 30. Okay, that would work. Well, this isn't the smartest decision in the world, but my wisdom score is not that high, so we don't have to worry about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go.
It's
Since
Ratchet's job to make the smart decision.
True. Leon is just muscle, so he's going to go and be muscle, and I think I scaled this to 20. Yeah, 25. So I'm gonna run right up to the direwolf, but like a little bit before, like maybe like right here, or maybe like right here, depending on how unbelievability it would be. He jumps in the air. He kind of goes off the ground, jumps in the air because he's pretty athletic, and he's gonna basically go to like grab the direwolf and just bring it to the ground, like using his weight, maybe trying to grab it by the head and just bring it down to the ground.
Okay. I'll need an athletics check from you. This will use your action.
Yeah. 22, baby.
Okay, it
Ah,
rolled
damn it.
a natural 20 and also a 23. You
Damn.
grab it by the neck, and I will say that you have it grappled. So it is in your grasp here, but you
Nice.
cannot wrestle it to the ground. So essentially, you
Darn.
are holding onto it. You're kind of halfway riding it at the moment. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough weight to bring it down. It's just too big.
Maybe it was prepared. I like to think that maybe like Leon thought he'd be more like, I mean, obviously it heard me and saw me, so like Leon was just like, I'm gonna try and jump, and I think Leon thought maybe he would have even just enough momentum without needing the sneak to like do this, and he realizes at this point that, oh man, this is a lot tougher to knock down than he would have thought. So, but he's got it grappled, so now he
question.
can try and do something maybe.
How soft is its fur, Stella?
Yeah, how soft is the fur that I have?
Your
Grappled.
fur or its fur?
It's fur. I have it grappled.
Oh my
how soft
god,
is
it's
fur?
so soft. I rolled a
It's gonna be your fur.
10 out of 10.
My fur's nice, I guess.
That means that direwolf takes care of its fur. It's got pride.
Mhm.
You gotta make a coat out of it. Nice.
Okay,
yeah.
anything else for you, Leon?
I don't have any extra bonus action-y stuff with this character, I don't
Okay.
think.
Yeah, we're kind of low level, so it makes sense that we don't have stuff
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. I'm trying to re-regulate myself with Leon.
Okay.
We're only level
Yep.
7.
So, it is now the direwolf's turn. It is going to try to attack you. This will be at disadvantage because you are grappling it. A 7. It tries to like wheel its head back, trying to bite at you, but unfortunately it cannot make purchase. Jack, it is your turn.
So what I'm picturing in my head right now is that Leon has essentially become like a dog collar,
Yeah.
and the dog just can't turn its head at the right angle.
Yep. That's exactly
Mhm.
what's happening.
I'm the cone of shame.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yep, that's exactly what's
Amazing.
happening.
I'm going to move to over here,
Okay.
and I'm going to embiggen Leon.
Okay.
This again?
What does this look like?
Good move.
Mhm.
So there's, as Jack makes their way over, they rush forward, waking up a bit, so their music isn't as grateful as it normally would be, or graceful,
Mhm.
and they're a bit hurried, and it's just like one loud stomp as the ground seems to like rip and roll, kind of like something moving under the carpet, before the energy pops up underneath Leon and causes him to start growing.
Now you are as big as the dire wolf, Leon. So remember, as you are enlarged, you get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Your weapons also grow to match the size, and you get an additional 1d4 damage when you're doing attacks and stuff.
Right, and that's my turn. I made him big.
Okay. Now we have things moving. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. You see breaking out of the brush line is a wolf. 25, 30, 35, 40. And then it'll dash to get up to you. You see a wolf come running out of the tree line, running straight for Alistair. 5, 10. You see another one break out of the tree line the other way. 15, 20, 25, 30. It will try to bite at you, Ratchet. For 6. You see it coming. You're able to dodge out of the way extremely easily.
I said they were going to surround us.
Yep, exactly. This one here is going to move up, and it will now have pack tactics. So it rolls at advantage. It's going to try to bite you. 19. It bites Leon. You take 6 piercing damage, and then I need a strength saving throw at advantage.
Is that the wolf, like a wolf that isn't the dire wolf? It's a second. It's the one of the 3 down there, or which one is this?
Yep.
Okay, I have a thing. Because I was digging through my character sheet. I don't know if this would help in this situation. I feel like it would. I got this last session, I think. And I'm assuming with the days that have passed, it would have attuned to it.
Okay. Yes.
You would have had to use
creature
a
that makes an
bonus action
opportunity
to double
attack.
your speed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So what this does, you have to use a bonus action first. And then when you do, you double your walking speed. And anybody who makes an attack of opportunity attack against you gets disadvantage.
Okay.
So it's not the same as someone attacking you. It's like, for example, like when you're trying to run away and they get the attack of opportunity, that's what you get. You get
okay.
yeah, they get disadvantage against you.
I misread that. I thought it was like jumping in attack. I thought the sneak thing. Okay, I confused it in my mind then.
Yeah, this one doesn't get a sneak attack on you or anything like that because the shatter from Alistair revealed it. So this is just a regular attack. So that's
6 damage then?
And then I need a strength saving throw. You get to roll this at advantage because you were enlarged. Okay, you got a 20 very easily.
Nice.
It like bites you on the arm and it's like grabbing you, trying to pull you to the ground, but you dig your feet into the ground and you widen your stance and you're totally fine.
Oh, let me get the
5,
mental
10.
picture right. Big bear-sized wolf. Leon is trying to pull that to the ground. Normal small wolf is trying to pull Leon to the ground.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A 4th wolf comes bursting out and goes up to you.
No.
Yes. Rolls a 7. It misses. You see it coming. Okay. Ratchet, it is now your turn.
I'm going to give Alistair a little pat on the back. I'm going to say, I know that you're more than capable of taking out 2 creatures when they put themselves so close to each other. And I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike. Nope, that's not how I do that. That's how I do that.
Okay.
As a bonus action. And it will allow me to move without opportunity. So I'm going to take my 25 feet up to here.
Okay.
I'm going to make my attack with advantage on the one that's next to Jack.
Okay.
Come on, Ranger Man. Do Ranger damage.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm not really here to hurt people.
That's
Oh
a
my
nat 20.
god, that hit.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Roll me some damage here.
That's 13. And the Zephyr Strike adds another 3 force damage.
It's dead.
So, yeah.
Tell me what that looks like.
this is sort of a graceful twirl out of the space of these wolves that are now next to Alistair. As he sort of surges forward, there's almost a breeze that goes along the grass, the clearing, pushing in his direction. It's almost more like he's gliding forward than actually running. And he just, on the run, knocks the arrow, comes to a stop, and takes the shot.
It hits the wolf solidly in the chest, and as it was like running up and trying to grab at Jack here, it literally collapses back and it falls to the ground with a crunch. Anything else for you?
I just think, presumably, as all of this is going on next to Jack, they probably like turn to look at where the arrow came from, and Ratchet.
Excellent. Alistair, it is your turn.
All right, let's see how I can angle this. If I hit from here, will this clip enough the wolf?
I think you'll have to stand here.
It's a 15 feet, so I would not be able to reach that fella. Unless
Maybe
I
if you
can
stand
cast.
here. Try standing here.
Could I bonus action? Because I can jump up to my feet. My bonus action up to my movement, I believe, or half my movement in the air. Can I jump in the air and then fan of flames, hit him from like up top?
Sure, it sounds cool.
My only bonus action feature.
Yeah, so you'd basically have to jump like on top of it, right? Oops.
Mm-hmm. And then glide behind it.
Yeah.
Thing.
As long as you don't end your turn on its spot, that's fine. Okay. You jump up into the air and you are essentially hovering over the wolf. And then you activate what?
Burning hands.
Okay. You go vertical. Burning hands. Dexterity saving throw. The first one. 21 saves. Second one. 13 fails.
Fails. 3d6. 10.
Okay, is it half
Fire
damage on a
damage.
save? Okay.
Yes.
First one takes 5 damage. The other one takes 10 damage. And then you drop down next to the wolf.
Yep.
Okay. As this happens, what did I just do? Okay. As this happens, you can see I imagine it's because it's right at the beginning. It just kind of like clips the one that's in front of you. So you see a burn go across its shoulder, and it's a pretty grievous wound. It's pretty substantial. But as it fans out to the second one, it completely washes fire over the entirety of it. And that wolf is just on fire.
And then I will growl at the wolf, trying to be intimidating. There's more of that There's more where that came from.
Leon.
Enter.
Okay. It is your turn, Leon.
Alrighty. I've got the dire wolf grappled.
So if you want to attack that one with a melee attack, you get advantage right now.
Right. Yeah. I probably will just try to maybe again, like, instead of like jumping and knocking it down, maybe I'm gonna try and like pick it up a little bit to kind of knock it on the ground.
Okay.
And hopefully maybe I can knock it in sort of this direction, so maybe I can inadvertently get a little bit of the wolf on that as well. But...
Okay, so here's what I'll say. You can make a let me finish talking first. Here's my compromise. So if you make a melee attack, and if you get, let's see, what's your modifier? +2.
First +2.
Okay, so its armor class is 14. If you get 18 or higher, I'll let you basically like slam dunk it into the next one.
Okay.
So just make a regular melee attack. Otherwise, you'll just hurt the one that you've got a grip on. So attack at advantage.
Unarmed strike.
Yeah. 19.
19. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, you hit it. So you pick up the dire wolf that you have this grip on, and you smash it into the other one. I'll say that whatever damage you roll, the dire wolf will take full, and then the other wolf will take half of it. So go ahead and roll damage.
I'm good with that. Yeah.
Okay.
6.
You flatten this like a pancake. It's dead.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I
will say that you lose your grapple on the one in front of you, as you like drop it onto the other one. You hear just a crunching of bones as you smash this direwolf down in the other one. It only had 3 hit points left, and you smash it. This one is very dead. The direwolf is still up. Anything else for you?
I think Liana is just going to prepare for the inevitable fight back that's going to be happening in just a few seconds.
Oh, yes. It will try to bite you. 17.
I believe that is. I am 12, so yes.
Okay. You take 10 piercing damage here, and you have to roll 13 or higher on a strength saving throw. You get advantage on this, though.
Strength save?
Mm-hmm. Natural 20. Very good.
Nice.
So it bites into your arm and it rips some of the flesh, some of the fur off of your arm. It tries to bring you down, but you're able to basically just punch it off of your arm. Very good. Jack, it is your turn.
Well, I have a question for no reason.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you still do Deck of Many?
Yeah.
How do we get to that?
There's... unfortunately, I forgot
is the
to
bot
turn on...
now?
Yeah, I didn't turn on the computer. There should be, like, a link underneath the video, I think.
I can find it real quick.
There's the PayPal tip one. I didn't know if that also worked.
Yeah, that is the same thing.
Okay, all right.
You've got that V. We're good.
Are you gonna get cards?
Unrelated, maybe.
Unrelated. Okay, great. Well, unrelated, it's your turn.
Yeah, for my turn, I'm gonna walk up behind this big guy right here. And then we're gonna do a little cure wound.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually roll the die, though. There we go.
Okay.
And
what does this look like as you're casting Cure Wounds on Leon here?
It's also being boosted by Bind the Wound for 13 total.
Ooh.
So, there is this almost ethereal light that emanates from Jack's hands as they grab onto one of the large gashes on Leon's side.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, it's just the magic seeping in, but then they start to incorporate some of the techniques a paladin had taught them, and to put pressure in and staunch the blood flow to help to physically also help to close the wound.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's a total of 13 hit points back to Leon.
I'm good heal.
Oh, 13?
Yeah, 13 total.
Oh, I thought it was 11. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay, cool.
Enjoy your 13 health.
Thank you.
Almost back to full.
One away from full. I'll take it.
Yeah. Anything else for you?
No, that will... Wait, hold on. There we go.
Move back. Okay. It's now the wolves' turns. Okay. This one that is directly in front of you, Alistair, is going to try to bite you. An 8. This one that's very badly injured, essentially hits the ground, rolls a bit, runs up to you, does have pack tactics. This is an advantage. 19.
It would be 50. What's 12, 12, 5, 17. Okay, silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs. Okay. What does this look like?
As you see, these spectral silvery feathers form between Alistair's clawed hand, and they fly around and begin to like distract the wolf. And one of them flies off and lands on Ratchet, giving them advantage on next turn.
Okay. Excellent. At disadvantage would be a 12. Does that hit you?
I believe that just hits me. Yep.
Okay. For fairness, I'll roll again. So this will be at disadvantage. It'll be the first number. 14. It hits. Okay.
Nice.
You take 6 piercing damage, and then I'll need a strength save from you, please.
Excellent. And then strength save. 6.
6. Okay, you are knocked prone. It gets you down onto the ground. There's a thud as you hit the ground there. But that's it for the wolves. Ratchet, it is now your turn.
All right. Ratchet is going to cast Speak with Animals.
Ooh.
And since it's not concentration, he doesn't have to drop his Zephyr Strike to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Lupine teeth appear inside his beak as he snarls out, "Flee and take your whelps with you." And he knocks an arrow and aims it at the...
Oh my god. Okay. I love it. Roll.
I am going to use my silvery barbs to have advantage on my intimidation.
Yeah, do it. I love this. 16. Okay. Okay. You see the first one, the healthier one, tucks its tail between its legs. The one that's badly injured seems determined to fight.
Is the dire wolf intimidated?
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I forgot he was alive. Haha. Yes. You see that his tail goes down as well.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is an action to cast that. So I don't actually get to make an attack this turn, but at least it seems as though I am waiting to see if they will run before taking further action.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like the one that is next to Alistair that doesn't have Alistair's arm is about to run. Okay. Alistair, it is now your turn. You are on the ground, but you're not grappled.
This is kind of all happening at the same time.
Yeah, basically.
As soon as I hit the ground, I just turn around and shoot another cone of flames on both of them.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and do that. I think it's a dex save from them.
Yeah, roughly each person's actions happen within like 5 to 10 seconds of each other.
Yeah, I believe they both failed. Yep, they both
Yep.
failed.
6. 13 damage to both.
Okay. And they both get cooked.
I mean, that's not hurting my intimidation.
that wolf better run because he's next.
Yeah.
As Alistair turns around, looks at the dire wolf.
Yeah, you can see the dire wolf is trying to run now.
You're getting cooked next if you don't run.
Do you want to get up?
Is-
It'll take half movement to get up.
5, 10, 15. As I'm like slow walking towards that mess over there. Dusting
Leon,
myself.
it is now your turn.
With it trying to run away, I'm gonna still try and use my Warhammer. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use both my hands for this one.
Okay.
11?
11 is not a hit. Okay, you try to bring your Warhammer out and smash it down. Your Warhammer is larger now because it's enlarged with you. Unfortunately, the direwolf ducks out of the way.
Darn. Trying to hit before it runs. I think that's all I can do.
Okay. The direwolf is going to try to run. You do get an attack of opportunity here.
You know what? Let's go ahead and let's do unarmed strike. I'm gonna try and see if I can maybe grab it at the least, or maybe at least something.
Flat that wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
By grab it, do you want to like grapple it? You want to hold it in place?
Yeah, I kind of want to like grab it, or kind of like try and make it like my goal is to kind of grab it and bring it out the other direction. Like I'm trying to run into like the thing, and I'm trying to like grab it.
Okay.
Kind of like how if you see a cat, like you kind of just grab the cat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll athletics at advantage.
17?
It rolls a 22.
Darn. All right, it slips out of my hands.
Okay. It slips out of your hands and it begins to run.
Darn.
That
Bye, big puppy.
would be the end of combat.
Well, I almost had it, darn it.
Wait, can I still rebarbs the wolf?
Which wolf?
The dire wolf that rolled 22 on
I think you would
trying to
get.
think, is it back? Oh, my
It would probably get out of range. It has the speed of 50 feet, so it would probably dash and just keep running.
No, I'm trying to barbs his athletics. The wolf's athletics. Strength
What's your range on?
60
barb?
feet.
Oh, that's longer than I thought.
I don't think you'd get to it in time, because it's its turn.
Oh no! Wait, wasn't Leon trying to grapple it?
Yeah, it's attack of opportunity.
It was an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. And it rolled so Leon rolled athletics and it rolled athletics, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to barbs the wolf's athletics.
Oh, okay. It would have gotten an 18, so it would have still gotten out, because he rolled a 17.
I got you.
Yeah.
But you could give someone the advantage.
He already had advantage because of the enlarge.
No. What I meant was, if he's casting silvery barbs, it doesn't change that the wolf runs away,
Mm-hmm.
but the secondary effect of silvery barb gives some advantage. So we can at least
give it to
do
Ratchet.
that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Ratchet.
Okay. Cool. Jack. Thank you so much, V, for the cards from the deck of many things. You get 4 pulls.
4 pulls.
4 pulls! Wow!
How surprising!
Oh my god!
What kind of gotcha game is this? What kind of gotcha game is
It's
this?
it's the kind of gotcha game that helps me buy my groceries. Thank you
Look, this
so
is why
much.
Stella's
Alright,
best
that's
friend is a whale.
100%.
Okay, do you want me to reveal them?
Yeah.
It's too bad. That's not how this works.
Can you reveal the last one?
Wow, the tease.
Sure. All right. Come on. Tell me when to stop.
All right, stop.
Okay.
And then do every other card.
Okay. Okay. You ready? Drew the gem card. Woo.
Ooh, fancy.
Okay.
What does that do?
Get a magic item.
Love magic items.
A stillness washes over the clearing here in the aftermath of the fight. You can hear a distant howling as the dire wolf escapes into the deep earth. But you are left alone here at this campsite for now. There is a smell of burnt flesh and hair that lingers in the aftermath of the spells cast by Alistair. And eventually, you shrink back down in size.
We don't do anything for the 8 minutes that he's still big.
Yeah, you still got 8 minutes. Do you want to do anything with it?
I mean, anything that would be more helpful than regular size Leon. I guess I could look out, or I could help make sure the tent looks sturdy enough, or get firewood if that's what we're trying to do. Like, whatever.
Go bench press a log.
I'll go wrestle a log and slam it, yeah.
You want to help skin these wolves? With your giant hands?
Sure, yeah, I can, yeah.
Rips them apart.
All right, well, back to lounging.
If you want to
Thinking of
skin the
those.
wolves, you can roll me a nature check.
I'll assist. You can do it with advantage.
Okay. Yep, do it at advantage.
D4 inspiration. Guidance.
18. Okay. Roll me a d4. 1d4. Okay, so that's gonna be a 17. You get 3 wolf pelts.
Nice.
They are all poor quality.
I think
That's my
they're
fault, sorry.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say might be Leon's fault because he's not used to doing like he's kind of getting used to grappling and wrestling and throwing people down at the size. Now happen almost every battle. But I don't think he's used to like the aftermath because usually when it'll usually all the effects will go away after we're done battling. So he's not used to like doing these pelts. So I feel like he's either not holding it right or he's being a little too rough. Leon completely blames himself for them being poor.
Hey, you did a good job, Leon. Sorry, I kind of singed him a little bit.
Well, I'm sorry that I ripped it up so much. My hands are so big now. Yeah.
It's all right, no worries. You helped to get it faster. Some of what it looks like not everybody here has winter clothes, so these would be very good for our upcoming journey.
Yeah, I hope we can get something good out of them, it looks like, yeah.
Yeah, by the time you finish, you have definitely shrunk down back to size.
Oh, I'm back to normal again, alright.
Anybody know how to cook wolf meat?
I cook just about anything if you have a pot and a fire.
I can light up a fire for you.
Yeah, with a click of your fingers over the old campfire, you're able to essentially turn this into a campsite. You can get the equivalent of 4 rations here. So this will, well, actually more than that. It'll be like 8 rations, essentially.
Nice.
So everyone can add an additional ration into your inventory, and then you can immediately eat the other one for each one of you.
Fantastic.
So that means we have 2 spare rations if we eat this one then?
If you didn't
Liza
buy
gave
any.
us the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure I'm adding it right. Okay.
Yep. Is there anything else that you want to do before you continue on? This will also have the effects of a short rest.
I will take a 10 minutes ritual and cast Identify.
Okay.
The magic stick.
Okay. The magic stick is the equivalent of like an immovable rod, but it looks like a twig.
Oh.
As far as the other items, they seem to have personal sentimental value. One of them does have a strange sigil carved into it, but it doesn't seem to be magic. You can't identify it. It must be something personal.
Which one of the items?
That was the locket that has the sigil on the inside.
Yes.
And then the link, the chain link that's made out of wood. It's clear that someone used a mending spell and just basically turned wood pieces into a chain link. So it was like magically formed. So with like the combination of the 3 things, you get the sense that whoever used to be at this camp was an adventurer was birdfolk and probably knew some druidic magic. But whoever they are, they haven't been here in maybe 2 months.
It doesn't look like they were eaten up, right? By the
No.
wolves.
It's quite clear that they've taken most of their stuff. So whatever happened here, they just probably went on in their way. Maybe the tent got damaged and there was no point to take it with them. The bits and pieces that you do see, there's just an unfinished story here. Anything could have happened.
Well, I've managed to identify these items. This twig, it's quite magical. Functions similar to a immovable rod. You squeeze this end of the twig, and it will stay in place. It's quite sturdy. You need crazy strength to be able to move it without squeezing this end again. Anybody's particular want this item or think they might have a good use for the upcoming journey?
Is this the stick?
Yeah.
Who in our group is most concerned about climbing? Because that is a great object to keep you from falling during a climb.
It's true.
Because we have
Can
a
I use it
mountain
to-
climb.
Could I use it to like kind of fly now with the bonus action where you jump X amount distance and just hop and click and carry a rope?
Wait, I have fun things I can do with that. Jack offers to take the stick.
I think, Alistair, for what you want, your idea, I don't think it would work because you'd have to have it with you. Because, like, the button would be, like, on it. So if you use it to jump up, like, you
Can
could...
you not unclick it while you're hopping? I guess you know.
No, I don't think it would work like that.
That would be like a
jumping.
nat 20 acrobatics roll.
Like jumping.
Just quick time
Use your
eventing your own
use
magic
to
item.
Propel. Oh, I guess you can propel yourself as you unclick it and then click it after. The ability is you use your powerful feather arms to propel yourself upward distance equal to half your movement. Use it in conjunction with regular jump, but not while gliding. Okay, cool. Good to know. All right, here you go. I throw it at Jack.
Jack, you hear the stick hit something metal near your feet.
I turn to look at the metal sound.
You see that there is a music box hidden beneath some moss that the stick happened to hit.
I carefully pick up the music box.
It has this sort of like thin tin sides to it, and it is like very delicately carved out. You can see inside there appears to be a mechanical device of some kind, but the music box itself is locked. You have drawn the gem card.
A gem card?
Wow. This music box will be worth 500 gold.
Oh my god.
Where's that house deed now?
Go back. I gotta get some property. Great.
But you also have the stick now.
Nice.
Anything else for the group of you?
You said the stick has the same properties as an immovable rod?
Yes.
I'll give the chain of wood to Ratchet. feel like you're the closest to nature out of us. I don't know what use you might have with this.
Thank you.
The wooden chain kind of clinks prettily against each other. You can hear the gentle clicking of wood against wood. And it's very lightweight, but you get the sense that it is extremely strong. We'll say that it's about... We'll say it's about 3 feet in length.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And then, has any of you seen the sigil? Does that show up the locket?
I don't know nothing about no sigils. Seeing as you are the arcane inclined member other than our Jack here, one of the two of you is gonna know this before Leon or I.
I would have to agree.
Well, it's more so a personal type of sigil. Kind of like a signature or a crest or things of like. I don't know
What
if
kind
any
of
of you
role
have
was this
seen it on your journey anywhere.
I could attempt a history to see if I know what it is.
Yeah,
but-
you can both roll history or investigation, but it does just look like someone's signature. That's a 7 from Leon, history, 8 history from
And an 8.
Ratchet.
Uh,
7 history
How about a
from
7?
Jack. Yeah, it just looks like someone's signature. It must be like just a personal mark of some kind.
You do have 3 advantages you never use.
6
Fee.
history from Alistair.
hey, look, we'll use them eventually.
Okay.
That's crazy. 6, 7, 7, 8.
Yeah.
we're all
The
we're all on the
secret
same.
eludes you. Woo.
Magical signature. What are you?
What does the locket
Oh,
mean?
It's just so
What does that
funny.
locket
It's
mean?
just like
It's
there's this really really old meme with my D&D game where I gave a blank sheet of paper to one of my parties and they swore it was magic. They tried everything they could to determine it was magic and they rolled really poorly. And I told them, like, it's just a piece of paper. And they didn't believe me. And it was just a fucking piece of paper. And it's just this giving the same energy.
I vaguely remember this. This is that's funny.
It must be important.
Yep.
Why else would she show us the locket?
Yeah. What? Yep. Nope. So
You
important.
must
This is for the
legend
side
lord this
quest.
item.
Are you sure you want to start the side quest?
If you have picked it up, you cannot put this key item down. The side quest will happen in 3 years.
You're like,
Yeah, we'll hold
I
on to
throw away the locket. You can't. You find it in your pocket the next day. Nope. It follows you. It grows legs.
It's a sigil of returning.
Oh my god. All right. So the group of you decide to continue on the road. I'm gonna need another survival check, please.
I'll give guidance to whoever needs it.
oh, then I'll roll with advantage. Ooh, very
Ooh,
nice.
nice.
A 19.
A
then.
19.
What's the D4?
Oh, sorry. When you said guidance, I thought advantage.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. 19. That's chill.
Okay.
So you begin to continue your way through the wood of Alderheart, taking Jack's advice, and you begin to approach the incline that is inevitable for a mountain path. You see that the trees around you begin to grow more varied and widespread. It's not as dense here with the flora. And taking a path, you find that there is a side road that winds up the side of a hill here that is inevitably going to take you deeper into the mountains. Jack,
Yeah.
you know that you're getting dangerously close to bandit territory. You still have days to go, to even get into the stone's throw of the stronghold from where you've been told where it is. But you know, moving here on out, it's going to be very dangerous. These paths that you're taking, they're bandit paths, which means they're safer, they're faster, but the likelihood of you bumping into bandits goes up astronomically. Do you share any of this with your companions?
I would let Ratchet know to keep an eye out for hostile encounters.
Okay. With that 19, we'll say that the majority of a day passes by uninterrupted. You're able to find a safe place to make camp. You can take the advantage of a long rest as you begin to get ready for the evening. And on the second day, you begin to climb the very first bit of the Crest Mountains. And that is where we're going to end our session for today. Thank you so much, everybody! Woo! We humbled some woods today! Yippee!
Yeah.
I'm gonna move all of y'all off the map before you start playing around with the map too much.
No.
Break the map, break the map!
Alright, we're gonna do some outros here. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of today's session was. And we'll start off with V.
Hello, I'm Vertigo, or V. I am a variety streamer on Twitch. I play a bunch of different games. Right now, weirdly, I'm doing a bunch of different challenge runs for games. My own streams, I'm playing Fear and Hunger 2, trying to beat it with every character in one day. On Stella's streams, on Monday, we're currently trying to beat a hard version, randomized, of Pokemon as a soul-linked Nuzlocke. So whenever one of us fails, we both fail.
Oh my god, it's so hard. It's Mondays at noon, 12 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we're trying to make it a thing
That's
now.
it for me.
What was your favorite part?
What was my favorite part? My favorite part?
Your favorite
It was
part.
the dance. I've been building half of my character up for that dance.
That was a really cool dance. I'm so sad Ratchet didn't get to see most of it because he ran away from social anxiety.
He's just following the
love
trend of the
broken
story. He ran
characters.
away from the first dance. He ran away from the second dance.
It was so cute that he tried though, and he was like sneaky about it. He was in the shadows. Oh,
Should have given him a gargoyle to prowl on top of. Then he would have watched it.
like Batman. Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much.
I must keep the venue safe.
We'll pop on over to Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie. I'm Z. I'm your name to call me. I'm the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips. That's your own discretion. Today I played Leon Breeze once again. Yeah, professional wrestler extraordinaire. And I got to actually do a thing where I grappled someone and slammed him onto somebody else. Pretty fun. Yeah. Favorite part of tonight's episode, it's probably gonna be everybody's favorite, so I feel like we're just gonna somewhat repeat everything. But yeah, Jack's dance. The whole show, the whole atmosphere, everything about it. The fact that V's been building towards it. It's one of those things where it's we did some cool stuff in this episode, but that's the big takeaway highlight from the show is that cool dance and presentation that Jack did. If you feel so inclined, you can find me on Twitter well, you can find me there too if you still use that. There's also Blue Sky, whatever your flavor is. Both of them are at Zombie Fighter 89. If you go there, you'll find a pin notification. There is all the work I've done, including the Looking for Mom RPG work I've been doing for shorts. So if you are looking for anyone to be hired, that'd be great. Other stuff that I do of my own fruition for free because I like to do it, and it keeps my stuff. It kept me sharp for when I actually got this awesome thing from Looking for Mom. Is promo videos for all of the cool games that Stella puts together on their Patreon. And I'm a very lucky duck because I get to be part of all three of them, and they are not bothered by that one bit. So if you've enjoyed seeing my face, or enjoyed any of my roleplay, then you'll get to see me 2 more times. One will be both are Wednesdays. Other than this game, one is Secrets of Saltmarsh, where I play God darn it, I had that.
Carson, Ranger Researcher.
Ranger Researcher, Lee Carson, and exactly, Finn Carson, and yeah, we've been doing there, and Igneal's part of that crew as well, so you'll get to see more of him as well for that fun stuff. And we are, we're getting near boss battle time, baby. So we're gonna have to see what's all going on. Finally meeting the big honcho that's been doing all the fun things in town. And tomorrow, you can also see me again. You can see V again as we play Strixhaven. Got it, Strixhaven. Alexander Thum. Somehow all my mess ups still didn't get that one wrong. Hi, this is Alexander's voice, by the way. He is a fun little dragon who Dragonborn who likes to learn all the different mysteries and stuff. Has been doing pretty goddamn good job at his little library organization and such, and he's there for V's character as much as possible. And we're kind of like a little duo, and it's fun, except for tests. We're not allowed to, take tests next to each other anymore, but that's a different story. We didn't do anything, but we're still being punished. But yeah, so if you enjoy any of the cool content on Stella's channel, please make sure to give them a follow on all the different socials right here on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Please give a subscription, please. There's all kinds of cool content of not only Patreon stuff, but there's so many cool projects that are in the works with Stella's channel. There's always something new that's getting announced every little bit a while. There's also going to be one other thing I'm a part of as well, because I think it's happening sometime soon, is the Lucky Seniors Bingo game by Indicarus, who's also part of our. I can't speak tonight. I'm sorry. I'm screwing this whole thing up.
You're doing wonderfully. Thank you so much.
Also a part of the Saltmarsh game as well, and he made this game. So please come for nothing else to support and see his cool game that he made. And I get to be part of it. I get to be a happy old person playing this bingo game. It's going to be really fun. So, hooray! If you know of anyone who needs editing work, please let them know. I'm available to be hired, and I think I do a pretty darn good job.
Thank you so much. We'll pop on over to Igneal.
Hello, everybody. My name is Igneal Blazeheart. You can find me at Igneal Blazeheart on Blue Sky. My favorite part tonight, I think, was the bus inputs. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, dude!
You were so close to forgetting about it.
You gotta love those. You gotta love the Freudian slopes.
I don't know why, but like this is something that's been happening a lot more recently, where I'll get like the first letter of like multiple words mixed up. I don't know why, bruh.
You almost didn't even notice it until I instantly broke out laughing.
I was like, wait a second, that didn't come out right. Thanks.
But also the performance is amazing. You did a wonderful job. I love when you combine different little spells and such to create like different imagery. You did it very well.
This whole character concept was, instead of doing damage, using utility spells in different ways.
I think you do it really well. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. We'll pop on over to B Street.
Hey guys, I'm B Street Holmes or Matthew, and you can find me on Twitter. You can also find me on Stella's Discord. And I love anytime someone puts that amount of effort into a scene that is so personal to their character. So I thought that was. I'm sorry that it was not in to stay and see it, but I very much, as a player, enjoyed all of the creativity that went into that. Because, like, I know that those moments are not undertaking on the part of the creators. Very, very well done on that V.
It is very, very funny because that is legitimately the answers to every question Ratchet's ever had about Jack, and he walked away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play characters that have problems.
Yeah, Ratchet instead went and wrote in his little diary that's addressed to his child that is gone.
Yeah.
That was so fucking sad.
I know,
Oh my
but I was like, but you
God.
know, we haven't really had a moment with to show that he does this, so it was a
It was
a
so
good
good.
opportunity.
That was my favorite part. Writing to your dead kid. Like, damn, dude. Especially saying, like, you would have loved this. Anyway, that's it for us at Heroes of Humblewood. We will be back on the 5th of August. That's the next month. At 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a good rest of your week, everyone. Please join us tomorrow for some Strixhaven at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you around. Bye, everybody!
Bye.
Bye.